Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to PHP tutorials. Today is our lecture number 14 and in today's lecture I am going to demonstrate what are arrays in PHP. Basically arrays are not a new concept. You can find arrays in every programming language, either client side or either server side scripting language or either any compile type languages, that is C# or Java. So you can find array everywhere. So what's basically the concept of array is? Let me give you from the very scratch the concept. Basically, to store data, to hold data somewhere, you create variables, and we have studied what are variables in the beginning of this course. So to store a single data, we create variables, but variable cannot store two data at the same time. Listen carefully please. Variable cannot store data or two data on a single space. Okay, so this is the limitation, and to remove this limitation, the concept of array come into the context. Let's say there is a house located on some land and there is a whole building located nearby. Okay, so in a building you have multiple floors on a single space, but the house is or the home is single or one at one time. Okay, there are no double stories or no flats on that house, but in a building you have multiple flats on multiple floors and multiple families are living on multiple floors, and every family that is living inside that building has the same address but different floor number. I hope it is clear to everyone. So in one simple space or one single space you have different indexes or different floors and on different floors you store your different data. That's what the concept is. So map that building with this array. So an array is just like a building that holds the single space in the memory. Single space means one space in a memory, and within that space it stores the data on different indexes. Okay, or you can say on different floors, and the data from where you can store data inside an array, it always starts from 0 or 0th index, or you can say 0th floor. So the first family that you are going to store inside your building should stay at 0th index or the 0th floor. I hope it is clear to everyone. So the first data that you will insert inside your array will be stored at 0th index. Every time when you initialize or start an array, it should be from the 0th index, and then first, then second, then third. So if you are creating an array of length 5, that means the array has 0 to 4 indexes in it. 0 to 4 means 5 length. I hope it is clear to everyone. So that was a brief concept about arrays everywhere in every programming language, and similar in PHP also. In PHP we have two type of arrays that are index arrays. Let me make comment. Index arrays, and the second is associative arrays. Associative arrays. Okay, so index arrays and associative arrays. How can you create an index array? Let me write here. Let's say names of 0 is equals to, you specify this. Okay, that was the index array. Names is the name of my building, and this is the floor address, and this is the family that is living on that building. So that's analogically I am explaining you. So that's basically my data, and this data is residing on the 0th floor of my name building or my names array. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is index array. Similarly, you can go and add other data or other family, let's say this one, on another floor. You cannot add two data on a single floor. I hope it is clear to everyone. So it's a single dimensional array, and now when you wanted to echo this data, you similarly write names of 0 or 1, whatever, and then you can display it. And so let's display it. So you'll see one data is appearing because you have retrieved only one index, so one data is there. I hope it is clear to everyone. It's a very simple way to assign values and to retrieve the values from index arrays. One more way that you can create an array is that, let me show you. You can write here, it's a very lengthy task if you have 100 floors, let's say. So it's a very lengthy way. So what you can do, you can create an array, let's say names equals to, and you have a function with the name array in PHP. You have a function in PHP with the name array, and in this function you can specify indexes of your choice, no problem. It is not necessary to start from 0. That's the benefit of this. And then you have to specify the arrow, and then you specify the data in it. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. And then comma, look, as many values you wish to add, you can in this array. On 2, you have to specify the arrow again, and then the value is this one, and then semicolon. And after that, if you wanted to retrieve the data, the same is the case as I have mentioned previously, that is this. But there is no data on 0. Now this time you have to write here 1, because 1 is the key and this is the value. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is another way you can initialize an array in PHP. So start it and the result is the same. I hope it is clear to everyone. So we have seen 2 ways how can you define and initialize an array. Now this is all about the index array. Now let's talk about associative arrays. How associative arrays are created? It's very simple. Let's say employees is equals to array and then round bracket, and then associative array has the key in string format. Let's say, or you can write here currencies. Okay, so currencies, and then come here and you can write here PKR goes to rupees, and then double quotes, and then double quotes. So basically here PKR will be the key and rupees will be the value. So this is the associative manner of array. You have specified your key as a string. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, so similarly you can add more values. Let's say USD, and here you can specify dollar or whatever your data is, you can. And then when you specify this in echo and then dollar currencies, and you can specify here PKR and then semicolon. Okay, so what will be displayed? The value on PKR is rupees and it will be displayed. Let us see. So look, I hope it is clear to everyone. And now you can use loops in conjunction with arrays, so that you can do big and bigger tasks. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, so guys, by doing it manually, it is a very lengthier task. So we can incorporate loops with arrays so that we can be able to access the values from within the array. So let us create a for loop for $i equals to 1. Why I am starting my loop from 1? Because my array is starting from 1. That is my names array. And then $i is less than equals to 10, or you can specify the number of let's say $names dot wait. So you can specify, let's say you can specify here 3, though we have only 2 values, but I am specifying here 3, and then $i plus plus, and then come inside and then specify your echo and write here $names, that is my array, and then specify the index, because at I the value of I will change every time and the data will be displayed every time, okay, based on that particular index. And then write here br tag, so that new values will appear on new lines inside double quotes. So that's it, and then save it and then run it. So you can see there is data, okay, but it is saying that undefined offset, because I have run for 3 times. If you write here 2 times and then save it, and what else we have to do? Yes, save it and then come here and then look, Ali rupees and 0 0. So why 0 0 is appearing here? Because Ali is coming from this names of 1, and then this is rupees. Okay, let me remove these 2, and now save, and now see the output again. So look, the data is not coming from this array. Alright, so guys, I have changed it from the for loop because it was not supporting in this particular in scenario. So what I have done, I have applied a for each loop. It is a successor of the for loop, and it works on the collections directly. So my collection is names, and so I have applied my names here, and I have created a variable that can store every time one by one each value of this particular collection. Let's say when the first time this loop will run, the value will be picked up and it will be stored inside the value, and then it will be displayed, and then the loop will again run, then the second value will be picked up and then it will be displayed. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is how you can incorporate loops with the arrays. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you have understood everything, and if you do not understand anything, please do write me. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.